If the government are to issue consumers with vouchers which give them a spend of £500, then clearly that's going to be a boost to the economy. Um, I think it would be beneficial to give vouchers rather than cash. I think given what's going on at the moment, consumers might be inclined to keep the cash rather than spend it. So I think if we want to give the high street a boost, vouchers would be the way to go.
Can you give us a bit of an idea of how they would work?
I think what will happen is essentially the government will provide consumers with vouchers that they can redeem within a retail environment, and presumably what will happen is the retailers will then look to be reimbursed. They'll work in a similar way to a gift voucher. So I don't anticipate that you would be able to use a voucher and then get cash back.
Now, do you think the opportunity cost of spending £30 billion as it's predicted would boost the economy and save jobs?
Well, £500 for, again, it depends whether they're giving these vouchers out to every single person in the country above 18 years of age, or whether it's going to be £500 per household. I think we're still waiting to find out obviously what the detail of that is. Whatever it is, it's going to be a significant sum of money. It's going to have a boost to the economy. It's going to help both independent and national retailers, and hopefully it might play some part in saving jobs.
Now, in addition to these vouchers, do you think there's any other measures that the government could bring in to help boost the economy?
Well, there is talk about reducing the VAT rate, and I think that's a fairly strong potential. That would also potentially lead to more spend and consumers spending more, because obviously the cost of goods comes down by whether it's 20% or whether it's 10 or 15%, depending upon what level they reduce VAT to. It does make a difference. I'd be thinking about local authorities removing parking charges, just doing really all we can to make it easier for people to spend at this moment in time when unfortunately money is maybe not, there isn't as much money going around as there used to be.
Regardless of these coupons, do you think consumer confidence is on the rise again, or do you think shoppers are still a bit worried and anxious about going to the shops?
Some consumers have no issue going back into retail and are confident to do so, and others are the opposite and feel very reluctant to go into the environment where there are lots of other people. I think one of the things that would give consumers more confidence to go back into retail would be the wearing of masks and making that compulsory both for other consumers as well as for the staff in the store. The important thing for the staff perspective is to make sure those masks are see-through. There are lots of people in the UK that have hearing impairments and need to lip read in order to communicate effectively. But it would also mean that the staff would still be able to deliver good levels of service if consumers could see what they were saying. So I think masks would be one way of giving people more confidence to go back into the physical retail environment.